Haven't seen some of you for a while. It's good to see you.
Coach, what starting lineup are you going with tonight?
A unique one. Kelly is out tonight with he sprained his toe in Sacramento, aggravated in Utah. We actually thought it was broken yesterday. Got good news today. He's going to be in a boot for at least the next couple of days. Probably unlikely Saturday, but possibly. And then Jared's out again tonight. So with his concussion, so we're going to have to play some small ball at times. So I'm actually going to move Gerald Wallace out of the lineup because he's going to play a lot of 4 for us tonight, and then move Jared Bayless into the lineup. So we're Rondo, Bayless, Jeff Green, Hump, and Bass.
Is Sully, does he have to stay at home? What kind of protocol does he do?
He passed all of his tests that he have. We're past today. Tomorrow is a big conditioning day. Friday is practice, full contact, and then Saturday, the progression would be that to be cleared to play. He's done what he needed to do up to this point, but obviously we're very sensitive to that, and as we should be, very cautious about that, and we're bringing them back at the right pace.
You get any indication on Avery where he's at?
So, and then Avery's out. Avery is he's doing much better. I was told he's still out for sure Saturday. Don't know what that means beyond that because I didn't even ask about next week. So, obviously the good news about this is we've got some days in between games right now. So hopefully we can get some bodies back over the next few days. But Vitor, same thing. Vitor, we thought we were planning on sending Vitor to Maine just to get a game in tomorrow, and I don't think that's going to happen either. He's still he's going to see Doc again tonight. Still experiencing the same some swelling in his knee.
Do you expect that? I mean, as shorthanded as you are, do you expect to add any bodies?
Yeah, we got 9 tonight, so and 3 that you would consider to be forwards or centers. So it's we're pretty shorthanded tonight. Atlanta's shorthanded too. Atlanta's been playing under, as far as a few of their players have been out. But we may end up adding a body or 2. But I have not been a part of many of those discussions. I talked to Danny real briefly yesterday, and nothing was cemented at that point in time.
Have you heard Rodrigue Bobois' name?
I've heard, and I've heard that's certainly been brought up. But from what I know, nothing imminent or nothing cemented.
Obviously, without someone, you lose a lot of rebounding and scoring. But it seems like the past 2 games, the pick and roll defense is taking a big hit. You just talk about the impact he makes.
Well, I think just generally the first part of that is Isaiah Thomas was a big reason why it took a big hit Saturday. He played great, and then Monday we weren't very good. I thought we actually played fairly well very well in the Phoenix game, off and on in the Lakers game, pretty darn well Sacramento, and then we weren't very good against Utah. So I think we just weren't as locked in against Utah defensively.
Did you
scored 26 points in their loss last night? What impresses you about him on film?
Well, I watch him a lot less than I watch others because I've watched him play since he was a kid. I had him on campus at Butler. Realized about halfway through that visit we had no shot at getting him. He's super fast. There were multiple times in the last couple games. Atlanta's playing a lot faster. They're shooting a ton of threes. They were doing that when Horford went out. They've increased it without Millsap. With Mike Scott playing, and Mike Scott had 30, and then another great game last night. But Jeff had multiple times last night where you're watching the TV copy and Noah tips it in, and the camera's showing Noah, and then all of a sudden they say Jeff Teague just laid it in. You don't even have time for the camera to shift back to Jeff Teague. He gets the ball up the court exceptionally fast. That's always been his thing, and he's a hard guy to keep in front.
Have you talked to Rajon about him staying back in LA?
Yeah, I have, and all that we're handling internally, and but we've sat down and talked, and we did that Monday. So in my mind, and I'm moving forward, and then when Danny gets back in town, they can meet and go from there.
Do you think he should have stayed with the team?
You know, again, I think the biggest thing right now is for me to move forward and for us to move forward in that. And I think that, you know, obviously it's something that is a great question to ask, and something that I certainly have spent a lot of time thinking about. But at the end of the day, you know, I've passed that point.
Can you answer whether you knew he was going to stay?
Well, I talked. You know, I've had discussions with him before and after.
Defensively, that game we're talking about.
Yeah, Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Did you show the defensive low-light tape to these guys to get them to understand effort is part of it too?
You know, I thought the hard part about that, Jackie, is I agree with you. We weren't as good from an effort standpoint, from a challenging standpoint, from a being there on the catch, and then probably more important than anything, from a lockout standpoint. You know, I can handle Favors shooting 15-footers, but we can't give them our tip dumps, and we had multiple of those. And it's one of those things where we didn't practice yesterday, and so you're kind of weighing, do you show that or do you move forward? And so we'll show it to individuals, and we go through them on an individual basis. But as a team, we haven't sat down and watched it because, to be honest, the errors are very elementary, and something that I think they can get done individually.